Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian. Welcome back to Crusader Kings III Tours and Tournaments. So let's just go and jump on into today's episode. It's unfortunately going to have to be a shorter video. Just don't have as much time to record today. So we'll try and make some progress here. We're in 1094. Crusades will likely start up here soon. And the question is, will our old man and very zealous character here go on crusade? I think he would, despite his age. In fact, he might even soon want to go out on a pilgrimage or something. So we were invited to the feast here. The character who we've taken 2 titles from. Do we want to attend his feast? No, I don't think we do. I don't think that'd be wise at all. We went once before, but this time, yeah, we're gonna have to decline that. Nope. I'm sure we're the guest of honor there. And that makes you more likely, at least it makes the AI more likely to accept. And so they'll often do, what I notice is it seems like the AI will often do the person they want to assassinate will be the guest of honor. And we were just talking about the Crusades. Now they can kick up here. That doesn't mean that we'll actually see a fire. So we'll have to see if what happens or not in today's episode. So we did get another perk. So this is dread gain per tyranny. Okay, well we actually have some tyranny. Well, no, we don't have tyranny, never mind. I was thinking we did. We don't have any tyranny. We haven't done anything tyrannical, I think, for our entire reign. So that's actually not going to help us at all. Our dread is currently 38 at the moment. So just hoping our son has a child soon, but so far him and his spouse have just not connected. She is an eager reveler though, so she likes to party. We were able to sway him. Excellent. I'm glad that worked out for us. So we're gonna go ahead and cancel this. We are done attempting to sway him, and let's finally attempt to romance our wife. So we'll do a romance scheme. Not a high chance of success, 50%. So let's see if we can't increase that here in the events. So we can secretly plant a letter in her chamber, write her a love poem, impress her by winning a sparring match, or go with my gut feeling in the moment. I don't know, man. I feel like maybe as a brave character, we would probably just, I mean, we are a schemer, so we do know how to do complicated schemes, but I almost feel like maybe we just impress her by trying to win a sparring match. But then again, our prowess isn't great, so maybe we wouldn't be able to win a sparring match. I mean, it's okay. It's okay, prowess. But do we write love poems? Maybe just a letter? I mean, we are a schemer. So maybe we'll go with that. Yeah, but any of these options really work. Let's do the letter. Alright, so my declaration of love is for the Duchess, for Duchess's eyes only. No one else matters. I pour my heart out, page after page, my feelings growing as I finally put them into words. The ink has barely dried as I set out for Ennis's chambers. I gently place the scroll in her bolster. Will she lay here tonight dreaming of me? The waiting is unbearable. The thought of rejection makes me sick to my stomach. When her reply arrives, I tear the seal with shaking hands. While I cannot encourage you, Duke Guilhem, I must be grateful for your kind words. Yours faithfully, Ennis. Oh, jeez. Those are the words of somebody who's cheating on you. Well, she does have other friends. In the game, I mean. Generally, those are the words when your spouse is cheating on you, so. We never found a secret here. I mean, I know that Guilhem looks a lot like us. But Raymond, his hair's a lot darker than either us or our spouse here. I don't know, guys. It got me concerned. We're here trying to romance her, and now we're worried about her faithfulness. Alright, so there was a crusade called, and it is for Jerusalem. Alright. It's not always. I've seen the first crusade be in Iberia, for instance. I've seen that a few times, actually. So yeah, we're definitely, as a zealous character, I'm going to say my warriors will be ready to fight. And we'll be going on crusade, guys. We do need to nominate a beneficiary. So There's our sister. Nobody else is an option because they're all rulers or set to inherit territory already. So no other options in our family besides this guy here. He's got the lover's pox, an older man. She's older as well, and yeah, I mean, there's no good options here, guys. I guess we'll go with him because at least he has a chance of spawning a child who is of our dynasty. Maybe not with that lover's pox, though. I don't know. No good options, basically. So this count who we gave that title to, he's caught trying to fabricate hooks at our court. After we just rewarded you. So it's going to kick up in 1096 in November. So we should work on building the war chest and not spend any money. Since crusades are expensive because you got to go really far. All the way to the Holy Land with our 2,500 troops. Wish we had more men at arms. Shame we only got the 800 dudes right now. Yeah, maybe if we'd gotten up to the 1,000 or something like that. Alright, so scheme has been frozen because she's traveling currently. Where's she traveling to? I wonder. She's attending a grand tournament. Oh, wait a minute. I want to go to the grand tournament. Yeah, we should be traveling as well. Yeah, it just popped up here. So maybe we'll actually be able to go to a grand tournament. We'll have to see. Yeah, we just never get it in time, man. I'll see if we can't improve our chances of getting there. I mean, we're very close, so just doing the mercenary guards would probably be enough. Yeah, that'd get us there in time. We could actually participate in a grand tournament, which is way over here. That's a distance. So yeah, let's do this and hope we arrive, because remember, we could get delayed by events and such. Probably don't want to change up the route either, because it's only a matter of 4 days here, so we're just going to have to go through whichever dangerous locations we happen to cross, which, you know, our brave character probably doesn't care anyways. So yeah, let's go ahead and take off. We'll hire that mercenary captain. So much for saved money for the crusade. We have not gotten to participate in in any grand tournaments, but a lot of the events, really, we haven't been able to do just yet. Because we haven't done this, and we also haven't done a grand wedding or a grand tour. So yeah, all the grand ones we haven't got to do yet. Alright, so we're going to set off, and every available unlanded knight you have will accompany you to compete. So ride off to this grand tournament, and which events are taking place? Let's just take a look. So it's archery and a board game. Okay. The archery we could do well at because we have the hunter trait, and we might be able to do decent at that. We currently have our intent set to triumph, which I think is exactly what we'll leave it on. And you see how you'll do in each, your aptitude in each area. And you can see because of our hunter skill and our prowess skill, we have a good chance of competing with the archery. As for the board game, our wit contest, not great because of our low diplomacy. So our aptitude is non-existent. So yeah, probably not going to be able to successfully compete in that one. But yeah, interesting choice here for the events. So we have no time for delays, and look at who it is. He's the one that's sick. Yeah, we're not delaying it for this guy. We will have the doctor treat him though. We're not a horrible person, even if he did beat us in that duel. Alright, so, oh, that's interesting. So he would become zealous, just like us. Yeah, a strong belief will serve you well, boy. So he actually turned into a fantastic character to go to the church with a just, humble, and zealous. So yeah, he might actually be willing to go to the court once he's old enough and we can do so. We'll see. He is still set to inherit a lot of titles, and generally characters that are set to inherit titles are not interested in it. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens there, guys. But a lot of those titles wouldn't even be his to inherit anymore if our son could just have some children here. But so far, no luck. She just doesn't seem to be having a good time. Alright, so we got that bonus there. And it's going to event about French women. So I've seen the world and beheld its many wonders in my travels, but never have I beheld such beauties as the one I've seen in gray. Truly, French women are cut above all the rest. One particularly fascinating specimen has taken my eye as late, a peasant woman by the name of Raymond. A pretty little sweetness, she is far too pleasing to my eye to spend her days slaving away in gray. Okay, so we can say my new paramour. I mean, we're sitting here trying to romance our spouse. We'll gain stress for doing this. Yeah, we're just going with this option, guys. Because as of right now, we don't know about her cheating on us. If that even happened at all. Closed doors. So, how I remember the tales of Toulouse Church and how it would raise an imposing bastion of God. Stones that could build an entire paradise. Silence and prayer. A bereft landscape in the browns of the village lays before us. The muddy streets, the age-worn pavement, but the church is there as promised. Its belligerent colors make me forget all the sepias and gloom. An imminent desire to visit it takes over me. My lord, a priest drops a bundle of wood near one of the walls. My apologies, but the church is closed in preparation for Duke Guilhem's grand tournament. So we can say, I came all the way to see it, and I will. This is a diplomacy challenge. And so we have 57% chance that we'll be successful. Or you say, men break the door down if it's necessary. Yeah, we wouldn't do that. Or just say, well, that's unfortunate. But yeah, we're zealous, we wouldn't do that. So we're going to go with this option, and we'll see if we can convince them or not. And we were. So we gained some piety. Alright, so it looks like we'll have one last event here. Let's just go with the duck quack. We're just trying to get to the tournament. So we have arrived here in time. Excellent. Wasn't sure with all those events that could potentially fire here. So now that we're here, we'll have the unique tournament map available. You can always go back to the regular map, of course. Yeah, this is a pretty unique part of the game here because CK's never done anything like this. In fact, has any Paradox game had like a separate screen that you know, a full-size screen like this, where you kind of travel around in a sense and pick different things to do? I can't really think of a Paradox that ever do anything quite like this, so it's pretty unique. So we have to try and qualify, and you see that we're close to qualifying, but we're not quite there. So we need to boost that, and so there's different ways to do that at these different locations, and not all of them will boost your qualification. Some of them do different things, and so you get to pick which location we want to go to. You automatically just go somewhere as well. We're waiting for the archery tournament to begin right now. But yeah, you can see you automatically visit a locale after 57 days. And so as far as where we're going to want to go for the archery contest, probably just the tourney grounds to practice. That makes the most sense, but there are many different ways to boost your chance of being successful in all these different locations. Yeah, let's do the tourney grounds. We're going to practice. So, feathered entertainment. Go spring, blossom, go faster. I hear a man's voice echo across the grounds. I look up to see a small thing hurrying through the sky like a little black bolt of lightning. Soon enough, it swoops down towards a finishing line. Ah, you must have cheated. Your bird cannot fly that fast. Just look at her. She's as thick as you. The angry loser shouts with the winner looking smug. So it's with these two characters here. Now, we did not pick a tournament champion. I don't know if we haven't had the chance to do that yet. We'll take a look at all the different buttons here in a minute. Let's first go through these events. So this option here, I could learn a thing or two from this, and we'll get a boost to our hunter trait here, the Falconeer one. You say this is excellent entertainment. We'll lose some stress. Not really stressed out right now. We say it must take a lot of preparations to do this, and our score increases moderately as a diligent character. It looks like that's the option we'd want to go with. You can say double or nothing, go again. This is a martial challenge. Or I don't have time for this, and your score increases slightly. This is moderately, so yeah, we'll go with this option, guys. It would be nice to get the experience. We're trying to be successful here. We're diligent. And so let's focus on what would make us successful. And so we are currently on track to qualify. That can change, though. But yeah, as of right now, we would qualify for this. Because not everybody can participate in each event. And so that's really what it comes down to. So yeah, here's your activity log. So all the different things that are happening. Didn't mean to close that there. All the guests that are here. So you see the king is here as you'd expect. Here's where we select our champion. Now, since there's a little bug here. Yeah, normally you can only pick one of your own knights to be the champion. You can also forbid a knight from participating, so like if one's expected to do really well, you don't want to compete against them, you can't do that. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Yeah, okay, we'll just leave it as is, guys. But with the champion, you know, if they win, then you get a part of the share of whatever they win. Alright, so we did qualify. So we'll be competing in the archery contest. And we also gained access to this trait now that we have been able to participate in one of the events here. And so this is for all the different pass for, just gonna click on it again here. All the different pass for any of the tournament games. So you got the foot ones, the bow, which we of course should be competing here, horse and wit. And so each of these have their own experience path that gives you bonuses. And so like if we get up to the level 1 here for bow, which require 30 experience, then we get a small health boost. The foot one gives you prowess, the horse one gives you prestige, the wit gives you diplomacy, so on. And those bonuses get nicer as you go. So yeah, 4 different levels for the Hasteluder trait. So archery contest begins. The varied crowd of contestants mill about the butts, comparing bows and trading tells of their finest shots. The creak of bows and twang of strings carry far, punctuating the hubbub, a smell of resin wafting through the still air. My ears prick up as my name is mentioned, the drifting across the gentle breeze. This could be a sign or a bad one. So we say it's time to show the world my skill, or we can go and place a bet on ourselves, is what we'd probably do. You can also place a bet on somebody else if you wanted to, but why would we do that? Yeah, let's place a bet. This also gives us the opportunity to do the sabotage here if you want to cheat. I don't know that we'd be the one to cheat though. We don't shy away from hard work. We want to win legitimately. So I don't think we're gonna attempt to hurt anybody's chance of winning, but you can do that if you so desire, and it decreases their skill if your sabotage is successful. We are an intrigue-focused character, but again, I just feel like we would want to win this legitimately. So we're going to say this is no way to win. Alright, so now we need to place our bet. So our 2 options besides ourselves would be Earl William here. Yeah, he's pretty good. Or Gottfried. And he's not great, which is why he would be an unlikely underdog. I'm surprised he made it this far. Or you say, no, this is a bad idea, which we're braves who wouldn't do. But yeah, we're going to bet on ourselves. So it's going to cost us 10 gold to do so. If we win, we get 50 gold. So nice value there. On the head, I flex the bowstring a few times, limbering up and take a deep breath. Mustering all my control, I draw the bow into the air, slowly lowering it in line with the target. As soon as the arrow leaves my fingertips, I intuitively feel the shot is a good one. Moments later, a satisfying ping confirms it. I've hit the target's nail right on its head. So we have the full excellent contest aptitude, so that's the reason why we're doing so well here. That one option we took, boosted it moderately, and so got us into a very good position here. And so we have a good chance of winning now. Your score increases moderately. So yeah, we'll have to see how we do against our competitors. Aerodynamics. The banners flutter and whirl around as I step up to take my shot. Battered by the wind, dust swirls past me as I knock an arrow to the bow, the sour wind making my eyes water. I wait for it to subside. I continue waiting. I don't think it's going to stop. So we can say, actually, it wasn't my turn yet, was it? So this is us trying to use our diplomacy skill to get somebody else to have to fire right now. We have a 0% chance of being successful. Or you say, maybe if I shoot across the wind, and this is a prowess challenge, again, a 0% chance of being successful. Well, I think this is the one we'd go for. But yeah, we're not gonna hit it. So, well, it says you hit the target, but your score decreases moderately, so might not have won this. I mean, is that our shot? Highly strung. I'm winning. Victory is so close. Only a few more arrows are remaining for each competitor. The end is at hand. But yeah, we did lose a bit of altitude here because of that wind. The wind. It's trying to steal our victory here. And we won. So our intent was achieved. We completed our triumph intent and lost 17 stress. Trumpets sound. The crowd clamors. Competitors begin to assemble. The contest is over, and someone's limelight is being readied. A herald steps forward, voice booming out across the scene. We're also on course to qualify for the board game contest. Although we are non-existent on the contest aptitude, so I'm not entirely sure. It looks like it just needs to be really low. Are few people trying to compete in this? So it's just we're one of the only ones who wants to compete in the board games. Everybody is here for the archery contest. But let's finish reading this. After many trials, some tribulations, and above all else, some truly spirited competition, we have our final three. In third place, the gutsy Count Gottfried. Oh, so he actually did pretty well despite his low martial. Coming in second place is Count Hartmann. It's that guy with the great prowess. Isn't even in here. And that, of course, leaves us with our victor, Duke Guilhem. I knew I could win. I've proven my worthiness beyond doubt. So with this, we got the 10 gold plus another 50, and 50 gold from winning the prize. And we'll also receive a prize here. We got the Merry Aim, and so this is injury resistance plus 3, archer damage plus 3, and we'll also increase our trade experience gain for the half saluter trait. All right, excellent. So that worked out well for us. We actually won the archery contest. Let's pause this because we can do another event here to try and tick up our actual aptitude here, which again is very, very low. So as far as what we'd want to do, I'm not entirely sure for the games because I haven't done the board games yet. So this reduces stress. That's county control and popular opinion. This is a place you can pray for victory or test your faith. I almost feel like we'd do that as a zealous character. Here you can buy things. And here you can meet the other contestants or sabotage them. Yeah, let's go to the temple. When does it happen? The board game? 52 days. So we'll actually have time to do multiple events here. So God's favors. So as Adalgald moves aside to let me approach, I take a solemn moment, alone in the church near the tournament grounds. Pondering in the presence of God, I find myself wondering what it is I wish, in my heart of hearts, to see come from these days of revelry. So bring me glory, St. George. And our score increases moderately. Or let me find inner peace. We'll actually gain we'll gain stress. But we'll also get piety. As we lose stress because we're zealous, but gain stress. Yeah, we'll do this option. And so that should hopefully increase our aptitude, but hasn't. Yeah, that didn't do anything for us. The praying didn't help, guys. Alright, so we'll do the tourney grounds next. You can't do the temple for a bit longer. So you have a longer cooldown if you just went to that location. So yeah, we'll do the tourney grounds next. A new hire. Squires laugh and joke while they polish helms and mail. One of them snorts so hard it sounds like a pig, and the rest soon imitate him. Their knights are busy near the tents waiting. Among them I spot Cabo, Count Engelgart's counselor. That's this character here. He's a peasant leader, former peasant leader. Good stats. Yeah, seems capable guy. So his skills have been greatly praised, and his name resonates as one of the possible victors. I could convince him to join my own council. So we say gold is the biggest temptation, and we'll pay him 30 gold, and then it'll be cheaper to employ characters with an obligation hook, so we get a weak hook on him. We say a skillful man deserves a skillful liege, or no liege at all. This is a prowess and intrigue challenge. We have a 81% chance that we'll intimidate him to join our court. We say a more prestigious life awaits you in my court. This is a diplomacy challenge, which we are sure to fail in. Or you say, I do not wish to offend Count Engelbert, and our score will increase slightly. Well, that's interesting. That's like the only one that actually increases your chance of being successful here. So, which one would our character do? just throw money at this guy. I mean, I almost feel like we just do this one to get the... I mean, we're trying to win, right? I mean, you could try and just to get this guy recruited, but I mean, like... I mean, for what reason? Why are we even trying to recruit this guy? Other than him having fantastic skills, I suppose. But generally, your council, you employ... You know, if you're role-playing at least... you know, you employ the... I don't know why I can't move this. I've been trying this whole time. It won't let me. But you employ the... you know, the powerful nobles. So it's not like we're going to put him on the council. I mean, I guess he can do other positions, because again, he's pretty decent. He's got good stats in just about everything outside of intrigue. But yeah, I think we're just going to go with this option. We're trying to win this. Though still not seeing the aptitude increase, but the progress to qualify is going up, so that's what's important. So yeah, we're definitely going to be in this. It wasn't requiring much from us anyways to qualify. Let's go and speed this up just a notch. Can't do another event, so here we go. So let's go maybe to the artisan quarters next. Yeah, let's see if there's anything to purchase over here. So browsing the wares on display in the tailor's shop, I spy a carefully wrapped package among the piles of garments and sundries. The tailor happily opens it for me, carefully untying the leather bindings to reveal an exquisitely embroiled crest, the Montpellier crest? Okay. So we can say, do me a favor and burn this. And so this is, you know, his dynasty crest here. So we'll gain stress by doing so and potentially form a rivalry with our steward. We can say, listen, I'll take these, but no word of it. We'll give him 25 gold. And then we'll have the erroneous identification. So we'll possess the crest of another house, giving them great opportunity to mislead, giving us intrigue and increased scheme power. It'll increase our hostile scheme success chance against anybody from this family. This is an interesting item here. Because we're brave, we'll gain stress. Or you say, lovely, I want the Toulouse crest. And then it'll cost us 25 gold, and we'll get increased renown. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do, right? We're not going to mess with this guy's crest here. I don't know why we would do that. But yeah, we might want our own. Sure, let's do that. Yeah, just trying to spend all our money that we won here. Just got it. It's burning a hole in our pocket. Alright, so we did qualify for it. We also got some fame. So that gets us to the illustrious level. So we're doing pretty good with the fame so far. So the contest begins. The contestants take their places at the gaming tables, fluffing their cushions and requesting refreshments, as the herald announces the contest commencement. The games themselves are arrayed out on trestle tables, pieces polished to a mere sheen. The board game qualifiers have come to an end, and it's clear who will be put forward for the quarterfinals as it stands. The varied pitches and volumes of the crowd's cheers leave no question as to the favorites. For my first bout, I have been paired with my fellow contestant, Count Hartmann. Okay, so this is who we're going to be going against. And I think what was the important trait here? I haven't actually done the games. So diplomacy and learning skill are the important ones. And so he does not have good learning, but he has good diplomacy, so pretty much the exact opposite of ourselves here. So we'll just see how we end up doing. Our overall aptitude is poor, so I don't know how well we're going to come out on top here. I guess it depends on the events that we get. So we can place a bet. I don't know that we're going to place a bet this time. I don't feel confident we're going to win here. So I'm going to say I'm ready. I mean, maybe we should have placed a bet because we're brave. We just always think we're going to win. So we did get an event here. I don't think this has to do with the actual tournament here. So this is a claim. So Duke Raymond now has a claim on one of our territories. Why is he forming claims on territory he's going to inherit? This is our son. I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. But tabletop tantrum. So the table flips with an almighty thwack, sending the chess pieces flying. Hartmann's mood turned suddenly several moves ago as he realized a simple mistake had all but decided the game in my favor. Yes, you win, Duke Guilhem, he whines. Happy? I was thinking maybe he was like an angry character, wrathful character, but he's not. He's just mad about losing. So I guess we win the first bout here. So because they picked them up, I need to make my last move. So we will knock him out of the match, and he'll spend prestige and lose opinion. We say, come, let's go back a few moves. And our score increases slightly, but we'll gain stress. And we granted him a take back. Or we could say, you know, you could have just conceded. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be one of these two options here. And we're not going to just back it up. Not that type of character. Yeah, I feel like his ridiculous tantrum is... Yeah, we don't even want to interact with this guy anymore. Alright, so now we're in the semi-finals. And so these are the four that have made it ourselves. And then this Count here... Oh, he's in it as well. Count Gottfried. So apparently he's really good at these games. Alright, so we'll actually be going against him. Alright, I think he was, what, second or third place in the last match, the archery one. As far as his skills, not impressive at learning or diplomacy. I feel confident. Maybe we should have bet, man. Yeah, feels like we're going to end up winning this. So we can say, I can do this, or actually, I concede. Yeah, we would never do that. The Duke's Gambit. Gazing quietly at the chessboard as Gottfried considers his next move, I suddenly spot it. Distracted in my idle strategizing, I have overlooked an opening which would give me a clear advantage, as long as my opponent has not anticipated it. I'm conscious not to make any outward sign of recognition lest I draw attention, scanning Gottfried's eyes for awareness or the deception of a trap. So it could be a trap. So, we go with softly, softly. This is an intrigue learning challenge. 92% chance of success. But we gain stress because we're diligent. That's interesting. I wonder why we gain stress for being diligent here. I guess because you're not afraid of hard work, so winning legitimately, I don't know. You're winning legitimately. This is just a tactic. I'm not entirely sure why you gain stress for being diligent. But let's take a look at the other options. So you say, I say you're rather exposed, you know. So we let them know about it. Or you say, it's a ploy, my current strategy is sound. But you wouldn't do that one because we're brave. Yeah, I don't agree with this one here. Why would we, yeah, I don't know. Why is interpreting it? I guess because you're not afraid of hard work. You're not afraid of winning, but I mean, yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, I don't think you'd tell them. That's it's a board game. Yeah, we're just gonna go with this one, guys. Even though we're gonna gain stress, but you know sometimes we're gonna get stress. But yeah, I don't understand why the diligent. So I can't really go with it if I don't really go with the game saying if I can't figure out what they're saying here. I mean, you're trying to win the board game. The diligent person would want to win. Yeah, I don't know. We'll go with this option. Take the stress. So check. The soft click of moving pieces disturbs the calm. We are deep into the endgame now, and the game hangs in the balance. I ponder what has already happened, such as when I saw the opportunity to take a risky but rewarding move. I am winning by some margin, provided I can press the advantage hard. Victory is surely on the horizon. So you say, maybe I can draw from my knowledge of warfare. This is a learning martial challenge. So 30% chance of being successful. You say, you seem awfully sure of yourselves. This is a learning diplomacy challenge. We're not good at diplomacy or martial, but our learning's decent. Or you say, perhaps time for a daring move. This is a learning intrigue challenge. Probably the one we'll go with being a brave character. Or playing it safe is the right move. No, we will not play it safe. I feel like this is the one that makes the most sense. It's actually the one with the most chance of success as well. So another reason to go for it. And that's because it's the intrigue, which is our highest skill. So yeah, we'll go for that one. Who won? It looks like we achieved victory. End game. The moment my hand leaves the playing piece, I know I've made a mistake, and my opponent's artfully laid trap is sprung. Oh, maybe we didn't. A few more moves and I'm clearly disadvantaged by my error, forced into a position I didn't want at all. It's soon clear there is no coming back for Gottfried. He fell right into my trap, not noticing my carefully planned finale. Okay, with a nonchalant gesture, my last move clicks onto the board. The judges call an end. I've won. Okay, so that's bugged. Yeah, very weird. We both laid a trap for each other and ours was better, I suppose. Alright, so we knocked him out, and we, I don't think we won the whole thing yet, because we got one final match. And so it's based off of who wins this one here, and it looks like he won. Alright, so this is going to be the finale. So the board game semifinals are over. So we reach the final bout. He's the only one that stands between us and victory. So let's get this started. The Puppet Master. Let's take a look at his skills here. So as far as learning goes, he's got 12, 10 diplomacy. So he's probably better overall at this than we are. So my game against Count Yudis is going very poorly. He's playing at a level I wouldn't have thought possible. It's not surprising. I notice his eyes keep darting into the crowd and seems to be looking directly at a figure standing almost directly behind me. Oh, he's cheating. Bastard. They're performing subtle hand gestures and moving their lips, no doubt giving Yudis instructions. Wow, this cheater. So we could try and convince people that he's cheating. Not a good chance of success here. Or we could say my moves must become unpredictable. Intrigue challenge, probably the one we'll go with. Or I'll just focus on the game. No, let's go with this one. 85% chance we'll be successful. And we outplay him. So check. And this is all the same here. I am winning by some margin, providing I press the advantage hard. Victory surely on the horizon. So you say basically the same options that we had before. I think we just go with the same option. A daring move. And we'll see if we won or not. This is for the entire game here, basically the entire tournament, since we won the first event. And it looks like we did. We got victory. But this is still clearly broken. Yeah, because we got the same thing here. Okay, so yeah, the end game for the board games isn't working properly. The text isn't anyways. Alright, so we won. Which means we won the entire tournament. Trumpets sound and the crowd clamors. Alright, so we were successful. And so that's going to get us more prestige, more money, and we get the Grand Master. And that's going to increase our learning, maximum battle roll, and of course we get the trade experience gain that we got with the last one. Alright, excellent. Oop, let's pause this for a second. So we're just waiting for the ceremony. That's it. Alright, so we're at the conclusion here, and we fulfilled our goal of winning the contest. We had the finest aim of any in the archery, and my sharp mind outthought all adversaries to win the board of games. And so we're going to win 2 prizes, one for each of the events. A prize necklace, increasing prestige and seduce scheme power, and a prize bow, greatly increasing our prowess, our knight effectiveness, and advantage in the plains. Get a bunch of experience as well. Alright, fantastic. What a great occasion. So we still have the ceremony here, the final conclusion. And that worked out well for us. Oh, we're over here looking at England for some reason. So, we're back onto our travel events. But let's just take a look at the results here, the things we got. So, of course, here in the Hasseluder trait, we almost got the full level on the bow. Not quite. We did get the full level on the wit, which is great. Maybe not surprising because we won, despite the fact that we were kind of the underdog on that one, just based on our skill level. That's increasing our horrible diplomacy by 1. Our learning's pretty good now with that +3 that we're getting from the Grand Master. Yeah, not bad at all. So we do need to put our prizes in place. So for our weapon, we'll have the prize bow. That'll give us some nice prowess, knight effectiveness bonus, all that good stuff. And then for our trinket here, we're going to put that necklace in place to get more prestige. We now have all the trinket slots taken up here. All right, excellent. So prowess is now sitting at 17. Yeah, we're doing great there with the win here in the Grand Tournament. So we got an event about awakening. So it is nightfall, and Hildegard is hard at work when we arrive at the cereal field south of Vianden. She appears to be flattening crops at a rapid pace using a large flat piece of wood and heavy stones. I frown as I watch the woman performing her labor, then inquire as to what exactly she is up to. She winces, then starts on a long rant about how we all need to wake up and meet our true masters instead of hiding behind the false Christian teachings. I take a few steps back in surprise. So we say, "Stop that, you heretic," gain piety, or "How dare you defile Christianity? We're going to imprison her." This is the zealous option. We'll lose some stress as well. Probably what we'd do. Yeah, we're going to do that. She's a lunatic. But we don't care about such details. Alright, so we got enough devotion. Move up to the next level now. So we're a devoted servant. Increasing clergy opinion. We're now making our way into Burgundy here. So another event we've seen many times. And we'll just keep on going with the same option here. We actually earned some good money on this trip, which is great because of Crusade. We need the money for the Crusade. Although I almost want to spend it on men-at-arms, get us up to like 1,000, so to have more troops can help out in the Crusade a bit more than we would with our current troop numbers. And I feel like, yeah, we've had this event as well. As a brave character, we're going to go with this option again. 60% chance that we'll lose stress and have a good meal. And that's exactly what happened. That's a better chance than we had last time. Local hero. And yeah, we've had this event as well. And so we're going to just keep on going down the same option here. So you can see how we can move through the travel events a bit quicker. Now we don't have to read them each time. And we're just picking the same options. And yeah, same option here. We'll treat him. Moving through our own territory now, almost home. There we go, beautiful. Alright, so our regency has ended. And let's see if we have anything here to be aware of. Alright, so we're pretty close to the Crusade kicking up here on the 11th of November. So I did consider spending that money on our troops, try and improve our men-at-arms, make them a bit better. And I think we will. So maybe boost up both the light horsemen and the armored footmen. So that'll get us up to 1,000 once they're full. Of course, that takes time for them to fully raise that up. And the Crusade has started. All right, excellent. So I want to raise our troops. We're going to give it a little bit of time. Let's finish raising up those men-at-arms we just formed, or just increase the size of. Here's what the Crusade looks like. Who we're at war with. This is territory we're trying to take, of course. Trying to get the Holy Land, get Jerusalem. And I think we might actually lead our own troops despite our horrible marshal. It's the only way for us to get the Crusader trait, and it makes sense we'd go ourselves. Now, there's a couple different ways we could do this. What we could do is just split off a small army to put ourselves in charge of so that we can get the Crusader trait, and then just have him, then you gotta like unrealistically hide and stuff. It's probably just better to lead your own troops, right? Even with the horrible marshal. Good God, yeah, we're gonna be terrible. It's not gonna be great for our army, for sure. But I feel like in this sense, damn the marshal, our character wants to lead his own troops. So I think we will lead their own troops with the crappy marshal. We'll just have to deal with it. And just keep that in mind for the battles, that we are not at our full capacity because we have a horrible, horrible general. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. But let's continue. We're actually losing money currently. But continue building up these troops. Now, they will build up in time, but let's just give it a little bit of time. Remember, we don't want to be the first one there anyways, because then we just get wiped out. I don't know who's all else is going. Let's just take a look here. Alright, so Sicily is going, which is historically accurate. The Normans that were there in Sicily and southern Italy, they played a large role in the First Crusade. Looks like we've got some Scandinavians. Yeah, it's not a lot of people that have pledged to help out with the crusade. We still do have the numbers, though. 31,000 against 18,000 currently, so we still have the numbers. So that's what's important. Yeah, just trying to get these troops raised up a little bit more. They're almost there. We're at 290 here for light horsemen, so just give it... Now, they would have raised... You know, they would have raised up even if we didn't wait here. But again, the advantage of doing so is that we won't be the first one over there, because obviously we don't want to be first. You see the Papal States are going, they at 6,600. Yeah, you go first, you hit the ground first, and then it's just wipe out your troops, and you don't really play much of a role at all. All right, so let's go ahead and raise up, I suppose right here. Yeah. We'll raise up over here. And then we'll put ourselves in charge. Despite our really good commander, I feel like we've got to put ourselves in charge here. So we're going to lead the crusade. We have a 9 advantage because you get the +5 for leading your own troops, but overall, not great commander here. It's a total of 26, almost 2,700 men they're going to be going with. We are going to have money troubles because just going out to sea is going to cost us. And yeah, you see how much we're currently losing. So we'll likely have some money troubles, but we'll get that solved once the crusade is over. I'm just worried about the penalties you get from going into the negative. So unfortunately, might have some issues there because of that. Because I spent all my war chest on men-at-arms. So yeah, we would have had a much better war chest, but this will last us a little while. Maybe we'll get some favorable events or something. We'll have to see. Also, we could take a look at our marshal here. I mean, he's already doing the organized army. If we want to save the money, could switch him over to train commanders. That'd be an option as well. Still working on increasing development here. Let's take a look at what it's at in Toulouse. We're currently sitting at 13. Okay, so building up the development. But unfortunately, that is going to have to be the end of today's episode. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you on the next one, where we'll be doing the First Crusade. So I'll see you then, and thanks for watching.